Universal Music Group, is the beat building up for a stock comeback. In a world where music defines generations, Universal Music Group NV. AMSUMG, isn't just curating the soundtracks to our lives, it's also playing a complex tune on the stock market. If you've ever wondered who really holds the power behind your favorite artists, or whether UMG stock is poised to rise again, you're in for a fascinating breakdown. Let's take a simple but insightful look at what's happening under the hood of one of the biggest names in entertainment and what it means for investors. Who owns the mic? Understanding UMG's shareholders. Universal Music Group has some serious backers, and that matters. About 26% of its shares are owned by institutions, which means big money investors have their eyes locked on this music powerhouse. These players usually only jump in when they see long-term value, but they're also sensitive to turbulence. If a few of them shift their sentiment at once, UMG's stock could see dramatic swings up or down. Still, that institutional backing suggests analysts believe in UMG's growth potential, even if recent returns have been underwhelming. Over the past year, shareholders saw a 4.8% drop, but the recent 4.1% weekly gain hints that confidence might be returning. The power players behind UMG. The real plot thickens when you look at who the largest shareholders are. French billionaire Vincent Bolloré leads the pack, holding 18% of UMG. Next is Vivendi SE with 15%, followed by Tencent Holdings at 11%. Together, the top four shareholders control over 54% of the company, giving them a huge say in its direction. What does this mean for everyday investors? It's both good and bad. On one hand, these influential stakeholders are likely to push for profitability and growth. On the other, their decisions can heavily sway company policy, making smaller shareholders less influential. Insiders are all in. One of the more promising signals for UMG is its insider ownership. Insiders, those on the board or in top leadership, hold shares worth a massive €8.6 billion. That's no small bet. When company leadership is financially invested, they're often more aligned with long-term success. This strong insider ownership can act like a vote of confidence in UMG's future, even during rocky patches. Why UMG's growth story is still playing. Despite the 2024 dip in share price and growing pains that come with being a massive global brand, Universal Music Group isn't out of tune. The company's influence over the global music industry is undeniable, with streaming revenues, licensing deals, and artist partnerships making up a huge chunk of its value. It's also important to remember that UMG doesn't just ride music trends, it helps create them. And with streaming platforms growing worldwide, music catalog valuations hitting new highs, and a consistent appetite for entertainment, UMG is well positioned to benefit long-term. While it's not a high-flying growth stock at the moment, UMG has the financial foundation and shareholder backing to make a strategic comeback. It may not shoot up overnight, but if you're thinking long-term, this could be a play worth watching, especially as the digital music landscape keeps expanding. The broader ownership mix. Beyond institutions and insiders, the general public owns around 14%, giving retail investors a decent slice of the pie. Meanwhile, private companies hold nearly 10%, and public companies collectively own another 26%, possibly due to past demergers or strategic ties. This diverse mix of ownership suggests a balanced, if slightly top-heavy, structure where retail investors still have a seat at the table, but major decisions likely come down to a few big players. Final chord: should you keep an eye on UMG? Universal Music Group isn't just the home of today's chart toppers, it's also a complex investment instrument. Its stock may have hit a few off notes over the last year, but with institutional and insider backing, strategic shareholders, and a growing digital footprint, UMG could be setting the stage for a steady comeback. If you're an investor who prefers a business with real-world cultural influence and long-term digital growth potential, UMG stock might be worth keeping on your radar. Just make sure to listen not just to the music but to the numbers behind it.